Watch how a parenting expert turned into a felon. Ruby went from giving child-rearing advice to being arrested for child mistreatment. She set online parenting standards and now faces child endangerment charges. Ironically, her children suffered malnutrition while she preached nutrition online. How could she let her kids starve as punishment, deny them sleep, abuse them till they fled? There are many hows, and we will unfold each one. Also, if you love intriguing stories, you'll love us too. Advice Confidential, we bring you the most interesting true crime cases ripped straight from the headlines. If you like what we do here, please like and subscribe. Your support means the world to us and will make a huge difference in helping our channel to grow. Now, grab your favorite snack and a drink because this episode is packed with drama and controversy that will keep you glued to the edge of your seat. Ruby Franke from Utah started a life-changing journey in 2015, welcoming the digital age with her husband Kevin. They opened their lives to the world by creating a YouTube channel, 8 Passengers, named after their family of 8. 8 Passengers was more than just videos. It was Ruby and Kevin's digital diary of their life with their 6 children. They shared their family moments, joys, and parenting challenges, creating a genuine connection with viewers worldwide. The channel became hugely popular, reaching 2.5 million subscribers and 1 billion views by June of 2020. However, trouble started when Ruby's parenting methods, once unique, began to be criticized. Stories like making her son sleep on a beanbag for months as punishment and withholding food as discipline raised concern amongst viewers. This controversy changed how the viewers saw the family. In 2021, the simmering concerns boiled over. A petition on change.org was started, calling attention to what many perceived as child abuse. This petition wasn't just a document. It was a symbol of the changing tide, a sign that the public's love and trust in the Franke family were waning. The impact was immediate and profound. The channel that had once soared high with millions of views and subscribers began to see a decline. The family, once an emblem of joy and unity, was now shrouded in controversy and skepticism. This phase in the Franke family's journey starkly contrasted their earlier days. The light that had shone so brightly on their channel was now dimmed by the shadows of doubt and the chilling wind of public backlash. It was a chapter filled with lessons, reflections, and also a reminder that the world of social media, once so forgiving and accepting, can also be unforgiving and critical. As the Franke family dealt with much public attention, a new part of their life started, filled with changes and new beginnings. The year 2022 dawned with a significant shift in the family dynamics that had been the heart of 8 Passengers. Ruby and Kevin, the couple who had stood together through the joys and challenges of raising a large family and managing a popular YouTube channel, found their paths diverging. The decision was made, perhaps with heavy hearts, to go their separate ways. This separation, a private matter in most families, took on a public dimension due to their previously shared life in the spotlight. Around the same time, the digital window into the Franke family's world, the 8 Passengers YouTube channel, was erased from the internet. The deletion of the channel was like the closing of a book that millions had read. The laughter, the tears, the candid moments of parenting, and the snippets of daily life that had captivated an audience for years were now just memories stored in the hearts and minds of those who had followed their journey. During this time, Ruby started a new job as a mental health coach at Connexions, moving from family vlogging to focusing on well-being and advice. She worked with Jody Nan Hildebrand, who is known for mental health counseling. Together, they made content including podcasts, videos, and classes to assist people with their mental health and parenting. Ruby followed an intensely strict and bitter parenting style, which also led to a decline in her YouTube channel, but she didn't stop even behind the cameras. She continued to be critical and harsh to her kids, and now even her business partner Jody joined hands with her to support this bitter approach to parenting. Ruby used to deprive her children of food and put duct tape around them to keep them locked up. Jody Hildebrand, Ruby Franke's business partner, played a notable role in influencing Ruby's parenting style. According to Jody's niece, Jessie Hildebrand, the methods used by Ruby reflected Jody's philosophies and therapeutic modalities. These methods have reportedly been a pattern of Jody's approach for over 14 years. The alignment of Ruby's actions with Jody's approach suggests that Jody supported and perhaps guided Ruby in adopting this controversial parenting technique. In a pivotal incident, Ruby Franke's brutal treatment of her children was exposed. Her 12-year-old son, having escaped from a situation where he was bound with rope and duct tape and deprived of food, sought help from a neighbor. The police documents described him as emaciated and abnormally thin and weak, with open wounds on his body. He claimed that Ruby Franke and her business partner Jody Hildebrandt had applied cayenne pepper and honey to his wounds. As the police stepped in, they uncovered another layer of this tragic story. Ruby's 10-year-old daughter was discovered, and her condition mirrored that of her brother, malnourished and bearing the signs of neglect. The discovery of these two children in such states sent shockwaves through the community and beyond. Both the 12-year-old boy and the 10-year-old girl were taken to the hospital for medical treatment, and, along with two other children, were placed in state custody. Franke and Hildebrandt, facing serious allegations, were now held without bail. This ordeal revealed not only the extreme harshness in Ruby's parenting, but also the emotional and physical toll it took on her children, leading to their eventual rescue and Franke's downfall. During the investigation into Ruby Franke's case, more disturbing details emerged. Videos appeared showing her other children suffering under her parenting style. For instance, one of her sons was forced to sleep on a beanbag for an extended period of time as punishment. This incident, along with others, indicated a pattern of severe treatment towards her children. Ruby Franke, in a twist, made allegations in court of sexual abuse against one of her children, claiming they were responsible for the abuse of nearly all 6 of her children with Jody Hildebrandt. The news of Ruby's arrest and brutal actions sent shockwaves through the community and across the digital world where she had once been a celebrated figure. The whispers of controversy surrounding her were now loud proclamations in court documents and news headlines. The woman who had once shared tips on parenting and life lessons was now facing the most needful lesson of her life. The legal proceedings that followed were swift. Once a beloved YouTube personality, Ruby Franke was far removed from social media. She was held without the possibility of bail, a clear indicator of the gravity of the charges against her. The courts deemed that she should remain incarcerated for the foreseeable future, underscoring the seriousness of the accusations. The ongoing court case became the talk of the town and beyond, drawing attention from far and wide. Given the sensitive nature of the case involving young children and allegations of abuse, a motion was put forth to seal the case. This motion sought to protect the privacy and well-being of the children involved, providing that their stories were not sensationalized or exploited. In the wake of Ruby Franke's arrest and the shocking revelations that followed, the Franke family found themselves in the eye of a media storm. Ruby's sisters, Ellie Meacham, Bonnie Holian, and Julie Daru, who had also carved their paths as content creators, were drawn into this unfolding drama. Yet, despite the shared family bonds and the public platform they all inhabited, they made a difficult but firm decision. In a public statement, they disassociated themselves from Ruby's actions. This move was more than just a statement. It was a clear indication of the divide that the situation had caused within the family. Adding to the family's response was Ruby's eldest daughter, Sherry. Sherry had stepped away from her family in September of the previous year, carving out her own path. The news of her mother's arrest relieved Sherry, who had long harbored concerns about her parents' actions. Her response, shared with the world, was a poignant reminder of the deep and complicated emotions such a family crisis can evoke. Kevin Franke, Ruby's husband from whom she had been separated for about a year, did not comment on the allegations brought against him. His legal representative stated that he was unaware of the alleged physical abuse and was working to have the children returned to their family home. For the public, who used to enjoy watching the Franke family for fun and parenting tips, the story changed dramatically. It wasn't just about family life anymore. It became about serious legal issues and complicated charges of 6 felony counts of child abuse. As Ruby and Jody waited for their trial, everyone saw how quickly things in life can change and how one person's actions can affect many others. The arrest of Ruby Franke brought a profound sense of relief to the neighbors, who had witnessed the family's rise to fame and subsequent descent into turmoil. For these onlookers, her apprehension represented more than mere headline-making news. It signified the resolution of their long-standing concerns regarding her approach to parenting. Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt are now undergoing trials. Ruby faces 6 counts of aggravated child abuse under Utah law. If found guilty, each count of aggravated child abuse can carry a hefty sentence. Ruby could potentially be sentenced for up to 15 years in prison and face fines of up to $10,000 for each count. This means that depending on the court's findings and the final verdict, Ruby could be sentenced to 90 years in prison and have to pay fines of up to $60,000. As the trial proceeds, the evidence presented and the legal arguments will determine the outcome of her case. In the quiet aftermath, a powerful lesson emerged from the shadows of this tumultuous tale. It reminded us that behind the glossy facade of social media, real lives are lived, real challenges are faced, and the consequences of our actions are very real and far-reaching. The Franke family's story serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between public exposure and private life, the responsibilities of influencing others, and the profound impact that parenting choices can have on the young lives entrusted to our care. If this story has moved you, if it has made you think, feel, or question, we invite you to join us on as we explore more true crime cases. Like, comment, and subscribe to Vice Confidential, where stories are not just told, but truths are uncovered. See you on the other side.